Dear Akshayans, in the previous video we discussed meaning of economics, the basic terms used in economics, and what is the problem faced in an economy, that is about scarcity, and what is the solution to solve scarcity problem, and economic and its components like consumption, production, exchange and distribution. In today's class we are going to discuss about statistics, how statistics is very much helpful in our day-to-day life. We all know that modern economy faces lot of challenges like unemployment, poverty, disparity between rich and poor, disasters like tsunami, earthquake and diseases like COVID-19, that is coronavirus, and so on, which affect man's ordinary business of life. So to know the impact of these challenges, we must collect the data regarding who is affected more, who needs government support. For all these process, we need a numerical subject to solve the economic problem. So subject economics is very much helpful to solve these challenges. Now let's see the meaning of statistics. Statistics is the quantitative information of facts and finding. For example, when we analyze the hardship of poverty, we try to explain in terms of various factors like unemployment, low productivity of people, backward technology, etc. So we must try to find some measures to solve these economic problems. Usually in economics, these measures are said to be policies. So this is how we relate economics and statistics. For this purpose, we have to collect some data. So for that, collecting numerical data is called as statistics. Meaning of statistics is given both in singular sense as well as in plural sense. In singular sense, statistics may be defined as collection, organization, presentation, analysis and interpretation of data. So all these concepts will be learnt as a chapter in the further session. In plural sense, statistics refers to information in terms of numbers or numerical data such as population statistics. Here, numerical data is considered as quantitative data. In statistics, we consider only quantitative data. For example, if anything in the form of numbers, age, population, marks, so these are said to be quantitative data. So statistics includes only numerical data or quantitative data. It does not include qualitative data. So what is qualitative data? Qualitative data means it is represented in the form of quality like better, worse, good, healthy, sick, more healthy, unskilled, skilled. These are the examples for qualitative data. So in statistics, we consider only quantitative data, not the qualitative data. Now let's discuss the scope of statistics. Statistics is very much useful in various fields. It helps the government in planning. Planning is the combination of vision, goals, objectives, strategies, policies, etc. Statistics helps to get the necessary information about the planning, which depends upon the analysis of statistical data. So as the economy faces lot of challenges, it helps the government to collect the data and analyze the data and give proper remedy. So this statistical data is helpful for the government to plan. How statistics helps in economics? Statistical analysis are used in solving different economic problems such as consumption, production, distribution, investment, unemployment, etc. So the economy is facing lot of challenges. To solve all these problems, statistical analysis is very important. These uses the tools like time series analysis, demand analysis, forecasting techniques, etc. So all this will be learning in microeconomics. So for all these economic problems, statistics are very much helpful. Statistics is helpful in business also. So, how it helps business people? It is helpful to test and make correct decision about the location of business, marketing the product, financial resources. So, for all these, statistics is very much helpful. So, based on the statistical information, it helps the businessman to take necessary steps or decisions. Statistics is helpful for state management. That is, it helps the government in taking different policies like monetary policy, fiscal policy, which will be learning in the macroeconomics, that is in 12th standard. So, to run an economy smoothly and allocating the resources. So, there are three types of resources, namely human resources, fiscal resources, capital resources. All these resources must be allocated in the proper sectors like primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. So, these statistical tools are very much helpful for the government to allocate these resources in the proper sectors. Statistics is useful in all the sectors. So, even in research activities, statistics are used. Statistical techniques are used for collecting information during research and also for analysis and interpretation of research finding. Next, it helps the administration. It is being widely used to formulate and forecast different plans and policies of the state administration. So, for the government to take different plans and policies, statistics are of very much helpful. You may ask, why in economics we learn statistics? What is the relationship between statistics and economics? So that we can learn through importance of statistics. Here, it is helpful for quantifying economic problem. For example, unemployment is said to be 20% of India's working population. So, how to solve this problem? So, to quantify, so we need some quantitative analysis to solve the unemployment problem. How many percentage of people are suffering from this unemployment problem? Then it helps intersectoral comparison. That is, for example, looking after the impact of unemployment in different sectors. So that is, which sector is affected more, that is in rural area or in urban area. So this comparison is possible only through statistics. So actually this unemployment problem is an economic problem. So to solve this economic problem, statistics are very much helpful. Statistics helps in determining the cause and effect relationship. For example, we should know the cause of unemployment. So, and its effect on market and the inflation rate or the economic growth. So, what are the reasons for the unemployment problems? So, all these effect and causes are related with the help of statistics. Here, inflation rate means there is increase in the general price level. As economic students, it is very, very important term. So, you must know inflation. Inflation is the increase in the general price level. So, all these effect is related only with the help of statistics. Statistics are very much useful for the government to formulate policies. As I said, there are two types of policies, monetary policy and fiscal policy. Fiscal policy means to take decisions regarding tax, whether to increase the tax or decrease the tax, to set the budget for the economy. This statistical data are very much helpful for the finance minister. And statistics is also helpful for the economic equilibrium. Equilibrium is something where demand and supply meets at a point. So only at that point the government fixes the market price. So this all you will be learning in detail in microeconomics. For this also statistics are very much helpful. Statistics is helpful in constructing economic theories. This is very, very important. That is, you will be learning lot of theories in microeconomics. That is in the next volume. So there everything will be related with the quantitative data. So where economics come into picture. So the theories like theory of demand, supply theory. So all these theories need quantitative values where statistical data is very much helpful in determining the economic theories. In short, we can say statistics is helpful in simplifying complex data. It provides a technique of comparison. It helps in formulating policies, It helps to test and formulate theories, present the facts in a definite form, and studies the relationship and helps in forecasting. Though statistics is used in various fields, it has its own limitations. Statistical data may be misinterpreted. That is, while calculating data, there are chances of entering the data wrongly. Statistical data may be politically influenced. For the benefit of politicians, they may interpret the data wrongly in favor of them. Sometimes data is collected and represented partially for particular section of people, so which involves personal bias. There are possibility of manipulating data too. Even if there are errors, it may fail to reveal. Statistical methods are no substitute for common sense. There is an interesting story which is told to make fun of statistics. It is said that a family of 4 persons, that is husband, wife and 2 children, once set out to cross a river. The father knew the average depth of the river, so he calculated the average height of his family members. Since the average height of his family members was greater than the average depth of the river, he thought they could cross safely. But few members of the family, especially children, drowned while crossing the river. In this case, the fault is not with the statistical method. We should know to calculate the averages properly and we should not misuse the averages. So, as students of statistics, you are advised to use the common sense while working out the statistical data. So, to conclude, statistical method help to analyze economic problems such as rising prices, growing population, unemployment, poverty, and it helps to formulate policies to solve them. Let's have a recap. In this lesson, we learned the meaning of economics. Economics is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life, and the economic agents, namely consumer, producer, seller, service provider, service holder. We discussed the economic problem, that is scarcity. Scarcity is the root cause of all economic problem. The reason is human wants are unlimited but resources are limited. So that's why scarcity problem arises. To solve this problem, we go with alternative choice. Next, we learnt about the economic activities, that is the activities involve money are called economic activities, that is consumption, production, exchange, distribution and investment. We also learned the meaning of statistics, its scope and its importance. Hope you understood all the concepts clearly. If you had any doubt, you can